Yo, what's going on? Mike from Mike Talk Sports. Jabari Smith Jr. just absolutely went off in his first Summer League game as he ended up hitting a game winner to beat the Portland Trailblazers. Not only that, he scored 33 points in this game. In today's video, I'm going to be answering the question, is Jabari Smith Jr. the best player in this year's Summer League? In the first Houston Rockets Summer League game, Jabari Smith just put up 33 points, 7 rebounds on 8 for 18 from the field and 3 for 8 from 3. Really flashing that potential we all knew he had coming into the NBA out of Auburn. He was, of course, a phenomenal mid-range pull-up guy, and he shot the 3 really well at Auburn. Not only that, but his defense on the perimeter and in the paint looked really nice at Auburn. He showed the potential to be a 3-5 defender with nice play strength down low. This, of course, did not come to fruition in his rookie year as he was consistently bumped on defense, but definitely showed really nice length on the perimeter. But in this game, man, was he showing it all. He was showing that really nice play strength down low, getting to the rim for some easy buckets. He was showing that really nice mid-range pull-up. He, of course, isn't someone who's going to hit you with a million dribble moves. In fact, he's very efficient with his dribbles. He'll only give it 1 or 2 dribbles, and though he doesn't create a significant amount of separation, and he really didn't in this first Summer League game either, he has such an aesthetically pleasing jump shot, a very fundamentally sound jump shot, and the correct amount of length to go along with it, to the point where it doesn't really matter if he's creating all that much space. Again, he can just rise up against his defender. So out of every single player playing in the Summer League this year, Jabari Smith Jr. is actually top 10 in most amount of NBA games played, as he's already played 79 games in his young NBA career. So inherently, whenever you have a guy in Summer League coming off of a rookie season or a guy with a lot of NBA games under their belt, as Jabari Smith does compared to the rest of the Summer League, inherently they're going to have a significant advantage over the rest of the field. They are developed NBA players, and these guys that they're facing are not just yet. Not only that, but Jabari Smith Jr. was the 3rd pick in the NBA draft last year and showed a lot of flashes last year. So, of course, last year he had a very up and down season, as in 79 games and 31 minutes per game, he put up 40.8% from the field on his percentages, 30.7% from 3, which of course is not good. He put up 12.8 points per game on 7.2 rebounds per game, 0.9 blocks per game. But when it comes to rookies who are rather raw coming into the NBA, very young guys with their skill set, it really matters how they do at the end of the season. Can they build on a shaky beginning and middle of the season and close strongly? Well, the answer to that question for Jabari Smith is an outstanding yes. So in the last 20 games of the season for Jabari Smith last year, he had double-digit scoring nights in 19 out of those 20 games. And in the last 20 games of the season, he put up about 16 points per game on 47% from the field, which is very good. That puts him in the upper echelons of role players. That puts him in a similar echelon as a guy like Michael Porter Jr. Now, the Rockets, of course, were tied with the Bulls last season, dead last in threes made per game, and they were last in 3-point percentage. And of course, Jabari Smith did not help this statistic out all that much, but really there was absolutely no spacing for the Rockets last year, and they significantly relied upon Jabari Smith Jr. to be their catch and shoot 3-point scorer, and that's something he's never really done in his life, as dating back to middle school and high school, he was always the primary ball handler, the guy who always had the ball in his hand, and this was even mostly the case at Auburn. So coming into the NBA, it really is no surprise that he really struggled with his catch and shoot game. So projecting him going forward, he's a much better player with the ball in his hands, and especially for this Summer League, he's going to look really good with the ball in his hands, arguably the best player in Summer League with the ball in his hands, because that's what he was at Auburn. And I talked about it earlier, but that length on the perimeter defensively was very impressive in my opinion. What he really struggled with defensively in his rookie season is guys such as Luka Doncic, guys at the 3, the 4, and the 5, who not only weigh more than Jabari Smith, but just have more play strength and more of an anchor down low. They consistently bumped him into position for them to to get an open shot. And that's something that Jabari Smith has worked on. He's absolutely worked on that strength and conditioning, and he's only going to pack on a bigger frame with more muscle and more weight on his frame as the season progresses. And you can already see that in his first summer league game. He looks bigger out there. He looks stronger out there. In fact, he looks like one of the stronger players on the court tonight against the Portland Trailblazers. So again, to answer the question of the video, I absolutely do think Jabari Smith Jr. is the best player in this year's summer league, and I fully expect him to parlay this nice summer league into a good sophomore campaign. Thanks for listening, guys. Let me know in the comment section below, do you agree with my take that Jabari Smith Jr. is the best player in this year's summer league? If not, who do you think it is? Let me know in the comment section below. And do you think he will have a good sophomore campaign?